Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge. Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge.
Hello, friends. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? All right, let's put on some music. And my whale music has been co-opted by other channels because of envy and jealousy. So let's put on something else here. No, I don't like that one. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so this is a short show, and let's get right to it. Thanks everyone for watching the show tonight live or on the replay. Hello to the viewers. There's 11 people right now. Hello, Rufus. J Underdog B. You know, I remember a cartoon TV cartoon show from the 60s. It's been replaced. It's on reruns, probably, called Underdog. And Wally Cox, who was a well-known actor at the time, he did the voice for Underdog. And if I remember, on the opening credits where they ran the intro and the song or whatever, Underdog, the voiceover would say something like, "There's no need to fear, Underdog is here." It was something like that, I don't remember. McLobster. Yeah, we're going to talk about underdogs. Under every bridge is a troll, much like these streams. Morty's Diner, Morty's Diner, Morty's Diner. Rufus. Bridge life, baby. Yeah, underdog. Yeah. Wally Cox was a big star in the actor in the 50s and 60s. He died young, maybe in the 70s. I don't remember. But he was also Marlon Brando's just about his closest best friend. If I recall, they were both from small town Nebraska. And they hit, two guys more different you wouldn't picture, but they were evidently, from all the stories, they were like the best, closest of friends. But okay, so let's get into tonight's show topics. And again, this will not be a long show. Tonight's show is entitled JB, Diapers, Sardines, Shirttails, and Bridge Talk. All right, so I watched a little bit of the Doc's Report show earlier, and it seemed like most of the show was talking about Morty and cannabis and THC. I was like, wow, why is everyone so interested in this? And so I was gonna smoke it tonight. I was gonna, do the pre-roll. Then I heard our friend JB, he did about a 6 or 7 minute video. It's on his page, JB_JB. That's his screen name. And I watched that, and at the end of it, I really sat there and said to myself, "What the hell's he talking about? What's with this guy?" And at that moment, I didn't feel like smoking the joint. I just felt like, some scotch. I have some scotch in the kitchen, so I've had about a half a bottle of I've had about a half bottle of Johnny Walker Black on the rocks, which as a everyday scotch, nice. I like it. It reacts well with me. It makes me relaxed and feel good. Sometimes I get the giggles. If I'm out with people, I'll get the giggles and laugh, really start laughing. I know people don't believe I laugh, but I really, if I'm feeling good and with friends, I'll really start laughing. So I've had half a bottle, and I'm feeling pretty relaxed, actually. When I say half a bottle, I mean one of those airplane-sized mini bottles. So I've had about half an ounce. No, actually, I've had about 2 shots, 2 good-sized shots. I'm on the rocks, maybe 4 ounces total, 4 or 5 ounces. Yeah. All right. So maybe I'll do the dope smoking tomorrow. All right. So let's get into the topics here. What do we have here? No one's getting blasted. There's no anal blasting going on here tonight. Pavel, drawing JB's ire elevates... Drawing JB's ire elevates one's stature in my eye. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm going backwards. Why am I doing that? Sending a lot of hate and discountness to everyone this evening. Okay, Boris. Where's the curls emoji, Rufus? Okay, let's continue. Daniel Quack, good evening. Oh, it's only the ones that go against McLobster. Docs has no interest in building bridges with diminutive mammals on this planet. I have them all, Daniel Quack. Oh, you sent me a pic. I have to multitask? Oh, okay, I'll try and do that. But it's going to be... all right, first things first, Rufus. Okay, so let's get to what everybody wants to hear me talk about. All 2 viewers. Now, first off, I have to say, this is in reference to JB's show, his video. Curly, repeatedly you said I only get 2 viewers over here on my little channel. And JB elevated my status. He says I get 5 viewers per show. So that made me feel good. So I really don't know what JB's issue is with me. Now he said, I said anytime he wanted to come up, I think it was yesterday, I said to him, It could have been the day before, but I think it was yesterday. I said, hey, anytime you want to come on my show, and in the chat, I typed in on someone's show, anytime you want to hop on the channel, just stop by anytime, you know. And he says, well, hit me up on Instagram. I said, all right, you know. I did not know that when he said, essentially, hey, well, hit me up on Instagram, or, you know, get hold of me on Instagram. I didn't know there was a 24-hour or a 12-hour requirement to get in touch with him on Instagram. I figured, well, I'll get to it, you know, this week. You know, what's the rush? You know? So he says I didn't contact him yet on Instagram, which is correct. I'd get to it in a few days, but there's no rush. Anyway, to interview him, and the topic of the concept or the idea of interviewing him was never ever discussed. I have no desire to interview, or no plan to interview JB. It was just to come on and talk about stuff. No interview. So what I'm going to do right now, but if you want to hear what JB was talking about, go to his channel, watch his video. It's a 6 or 7 minute vid, and check it out. He really, and then he topped it off with saying, go find a bridge. You know what I mean? So he wants me to go kill myself, jump off a bridge. Okay. And before that, he said, take a can of sardines and shove it up your ass. And I pay good money for sardines. I'm not going to shove them up my ass. I'm going to have them for lunch or dinner, even breakfast. You know. Nice sardine sandwich or with a nice salad. But, okay. So what I'm going to do right now is go to my Instagram page. I am, what do you call it? A follower or friend. I don't know what you call it on IG, but so I'm going to send him a message right now. Okay. And so I'm on JB's page right now on Instagram. I'm going to send him a message. Hey, bro. No, let me do that. Hey, JB. Bro. No, hey, JB. Hey, bro. Heard your show today. Quality stuffs, man. Yeah. Like I said, like I said yesterday, stop by my show anytime you want. Typo. If you want to set up an exact day and time for a show, that be cool. Just let me know. How do I end it? Take care. No. How would I end this? Stay sexy, bro. Sent. Okay, so I just contacted him on Instagram, and that's sent. Okay. All right, so I got to turn the volume off on that. All right. Is that music too loud? Let me check. Yeah, it might be. A little lower. All right, so I just contacted JB. Look at later. Well, I'll go to the email you just sent me in just a moment. Okay. We love the technology. Crybaby Saggy Skin. When JB goes DEFCON 1, he doxes motherfuckers. Daniel Quack. Put a sardine in your mouth and swallow it, baby. I can't believe there's sardine insults. I mean, I thought I've heard everything, but insults involving sardines, that's anti-Portuguese. I'm a big supporter of the Portuguese sardine industry in my, small way as an individual customer, but that's positively anti-sardine talk. Okay. McLobster. The original Sardines are not a well-understood group, not to be confused with the sardine hipsters, okay? It can be frustrating, Daniel. It's a strong taste rating. Crybaby should use an English to Ebonics translator to write a message to JB. Okay, well, I sent the message. Let me see what time it is there in Portugal. Let me take a look. Because I have various times here. It's 5:46 in the morning, Monday morning in Portugal. So, when he wakes up and gets the message, see what he says. If he replies, right? Should use an English to Ebonics translator to write a message to JB. If you're tasting it, you're probably doing, wow, okay. Sardines are peaceful fish. Absolutely. They're one of the best fish. Oh, not here for sardine talk, but you did tell me to take a can of sardines and shove it up my ass. But, yeah, that's all right. So we got diapers. He said in his 6 or 7 minute video that I shit in my pants. I'm always pooping in my pants and I wear diapers. And my shirt tail gets stuck in my diapers. And whenever the shirt tail falls out of my pants, it's covered in poop. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't wear diapers, adult diapers. I've told 2 funny stories over the years of self-pooping. One was in Los Angeles. This is 20 years ago. I was driving from Hollywood to Santa Monica on the Santa Monica Boulevard. On Santa Monica Boulevard, passing through Westwood, I was approaching Veterans Boulevard, and I just couldn't hold it in. I just exploded. So I went to a gas station, but they wouldn't let me use the toilet. They had no key or something. It was on the corner of Veteran Boulevard, maybe. And so I said, oh my God, I got 10 more minutes. I'm not going to make it. And I couldn't control it. I actually went in my pants in the driver's seat. And the other time was when I was in Las Vegas a year and a half ago, or 6 years ago, 5 years ago. And I don't remember the details, but so I don't poop in my pants any more than the next guy, any more than the next Portuguese sardine consumer. So I don't know what the pooping and the diaper talk was. Okay, bridge talk. Yeah. So here we have the nice meme for tonight. Bridge talk. That's one of America's most beautiful bridges. That's the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't want to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge has a storied history about people jumping off, especially back in started around the 1890s, 1900s, and ever since then. There was a famous story about somebody jumping off the bridge in the 1890s. Very famous New York, folk legend or, New York City history kind of story. Steve Brody was the story about that. There was actually a movie, I guess maybe in the 1930s with George Raft, all about that. And I think the movie was called The Bowery or On the Bowery. Yeah, it's a 1930s lightweight, fun kind of movie. Wallace Beery was in it, lightly adapted from true New York history in the 1880s, 90s. Yeah, it's not worth watching a second time, but I really like that era of New York City history, 1890s, 1900, 1920s. But anyway, okay. So that's the Brooklyn Bridge, and a couple other bridges. Here's a beautiful, one of America's most beautiful, the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, and I've been over that several times. I didn't drive it. I was with a friend who drove each way. I went to a Tiburon from San Francisco. We went up to Tiburon for a beautiful dinner at a Mexican restaurant. Beautiful area, Tiburon and all that. This is another view of the Brooklyn Bridge, and this is very interesting because if you look here, there's netting. I don't know if that's nylon or steel mesh, but on the left and right side, they put up a suicide barrier, because it's such a beautiful, idyllic, romantic bridge to jump off of. So I remember when I was last at the Brooklyn Bridge, and this is decades ago, they never had this. So this is a more recent, whenever it was, they put this up there. I remember being a kid going to the Empire State Building up on top at what they call the observatory level. And then many years later, they added this kind of mesh wiring to prevent people from jumping off. as a grand suicide gesture. I mean, you can't get much better than jumping off of the Empire State Building. I mean, that's entailing not only the suicide, but the New York history, the New York City ambiance, hot dogs, pizza, knishes, pastrami, corned beef, Chinese food. That whole, everything's involved in that, But isn't that interesting? That's now there's a bridge here. So they do this in American cities now. They've added over the years these wire barriers so people don't jump off. It's a beautiful photo of the Golden Gate Bridge. Beautiful, okay. And here's another beautiful view of the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City. This obviously on the right side is Manhattan. And if you took it to the left side, it goes to Brooklyn, which is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City, for those of you who live in Zimbabwe who don't know, or Portugal who don't know. Actually, JB knows this. He's from North Jersey, so he knows all this stuff. And here's the Freedom Tower, of course, right here. And do I have another picture? Another beautiful romantic nighttime shot of the Brooklyn Bridge. And so that's the last picture, bridge-wise. Let's get back to the. So he told me to go find a bridge, which means jump off a fucking bridge, Now he's gonna, like he said that to Herman, and then he said the next day, well, it's a 3-foot bridge. But anyway, hey GD, 100 pesos, symbolic support. Thanks very much. Why is everyone so mean to Morty? That's fucked. There's only one reason I can tell you, and this is the truth. Oh, it's his truth. It's the truth, because I talk about things, egregious things that other people do, other evil, sour, rancid, foul, demented, deranged things other people do that other people don't mention. I mention it to expose the hypocrisy and the hate, and then instead of people saying, yeah, Morty's right, those people who do it, they just come down hard on me with the hate attacks and make up stories. Hey, just make it up. Who gives a fuck, And so that's really what that's about. Let me catch up on the comments. Where are we here? Multitasking is hard. Unaliving netting. Well, yeah, I mean, it's high enough, baby. All right, let's continue on here. Crybaby, were you offended by anything JB said? No, not at all. No, not at all. Did you find it humorous at all? No, not at all. In a laugh at JB. No, it's sad. The guy is filled with hate. I don't know why he's picking on me. Maybe it's because I talked about Marcelo. I think that might be the reason. I've never had an issue with JB. But he picks on people. He goes into these mood swings. I don't know about mood swings, but he gets very nasty, But it's all a surprise to me. It really is. Okay. But now the invite has been officially proffered. Would that be the right word? Proffered? Simply to proffer. To offer for acceptance. To offer, to propose, to give. Kind of proffer. Yeah. The invitation's been put out there to him on Instagram. You can stop anytime he wants, or we can set a day and time if he wants to talk, at a set time. Let's continue. But no, I just found, why is he so filled with hate? Towards me, especially. But anyway, Golden Gate has nets below the walkways too, not in the... Really, yeah. Well, Golden Gate's been well known throughout its history for people jumping, Yeah, you can walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. It's very romantic and very beautiful. I don't know if it's a safe thing to do now with the roving hordes of dangerous people in New York City, but yeah. No. I touched on it very briefly. Al, good evening, Al. I love looking at America. I've never been. Well, come on over. Fundraise for some money, and people will send you $3,000, $5,000 to come to New York. which I don't know if it's safe anymore to visit there. Blaine, did you cover Galloping Gertie, Morty? That sounds familiar, Galloping Gertie. Is that a dinosaur cartoon? What is that? That sounds really familiar. Oh, the Tacoma Bridge. Yeah, Tacoma, Washington, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. If you look up on YouTube, there's a bridge. It's about an hour or so south of Seattle on the Puget Sound. The Tacoma, Tacoma, Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It had terrible engineering and heavy wind gusts. The bridge was swaying back and forth. I mean, it broke. And there were people on the bridge or cars. People were running off of the bridge and it cracked. So they had to build a new bridge. But the old one, last I saw 5-10 years ago, the old one was still there, I think. And they built a new one alongside of it with better construction, because where it's located there on the Puget Sound, they get very intense wind gusts. But check out that video; it's amazing. Morty, the underdog's underdog. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Morty's bird brain impression is A+ grade. No, I don't do impressions anymore. I mean, I don't. My voice nowadays, I don't know if I can get it high enough to do a good Marcello. Really, I'm just going to leave that to Surdy Danny. I mean, he's got it 100% nailed, and so there's just no point in But my voice can't go that high. Unless I really prepared, but that's not important. Hello, Brightling. Good evening. When one sane person is in a room full of insane people, they look insane. Let me get that again. When one sane person is in a room full of insane people, they look insane. Nailed it, baby. I could. That's exactly it. Exactly. I mean, bingo. I mean, perfect. Perfectly stated. Rufus lived in New York City off and on throughout the years. Last stretch was 01 to 05. Right. McLobster, would it kill you to do some smoked mussel content? I don't remember ever having mussels. If I did, it was when I was a kid. I mean, young teenager. I don't remember having mussels. The idea doesn't appeal to me. For my birthday about 5 years ago, I invited this beautiful lady here in Portland. I know I'm living in Los Angeles and Seattle, but I invited this beautiful woman of Danish extract, or actually Scandinavian Danish, to dinner. And so I invited her to a restaurant downtown called Jake's. There's two of them. One's much nicer than the others. Jake's Grill, is that what it's called? Is that what it is? I think Jake's Grill. I think that's the one, yeah. And because it's one of the nicer. Now, this is before the riots and the destruction of downtown, but it was, and it may still be, but it was certainly one of the nicer restaurants, or nicest ones. Yeah. So we went there, and I don't remember what I ordered, but they had an extensive menu of all kinds of seafood and stuff. And she ordered mussels. I was like, wow. I mean, I didn't say anything. I just looked at her and, gave a sexy wink or something. But she ordered mussels. And they served that with, like some fancy bread or garlic bread or bread and butter. I don't remember. But it was the first time I was ever out for dinner on a date where the lady ordered mussels. And she liked them. She said it was really good. So. I mean, I would certainly eat them. I'll eat all other kinds of seafood. I don't eat oysters, but anyway, mussel talk. Okay. Where are we here? So I never buy mussels. It just doesn't interest me, really. What part of America is considered a nice place to live? Well, that's all who you're going to ask. If we go back pre-Obama, when America was the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. New England, Massachusetts area, very beautiful up there, okay. New York City, fantastic, beautiful places in New York. If you're into Florida, hot and sunny weather, lots of places in Florida. The Northwest, where I don't live, Washington State and Oregon, Idaho. If you're into mountains and lakes and rivers and just outdoor activities, it's the Northwest. If you're into gay bathhouses, it's Chicago, Man's Country Gay Bathhouse. That's the place. If you like the wide open spaces, you want to look at West Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, just desert. And of course, Southern California, prior to the invasion of the Democrat-led invasion of illegals, there's beautiful, beautiful areas there. Also, driving the California coast from Los Angeles all the way up to San Francisco is a beautiful drive. It's an all-day drive, but on the Coast Highway, absolutely beautiful. But there's all kinds of places. Any bridges in Fucktown? That's a great question. I don't know. You'll have to ask Jax about any bridges in Fucktown. I don't know. Rufus, you can literally pick any state in the U.S. and there's a beautiful. You're absolutely correct, Rufus. I mean, if you're into beautiful national parks like Yellowstone in Wyoming and Grand Teton, Montana, and Utah, and Colorado. Every state has beautiful attractions and areas to visit. Yes, Jimmy, it's a famous song. Don't know. Okay. JB will hop on if you insult the Holiday Man. I've never insulted the Holiday Man. Never. I get along fine with Jax. Jax, in the past, had been on my show dozens and dozens of times into the wee hours of the night, flossing his teeth, and we talk about movies and TV and music and stuff. I get along fine with him. Prove me wrong. Okay. Steamed mussels or with some pasta is delicious. Brightling, listen, if I were at a really nice restaurant and it was a pasta with mussels dish, if other people were ordering it, yeah, I'd try it. Why not? But it just never occurs to me to get mussels. I like clam chowder. I like New England clam chowder, and Manhattan style, but yeah. Scallops I absolutely love, but I never buy scallops in the U.S. because they're shit. Where I lived in Japan was the greatest scallops in the world, and I can't explain the details. It gets too complicated, scientific wise, but just absolutely unbelievable. And also, there's Hawaii and Alaska, so. Let's not forget Puerto Rico and America Samoa, and etc. Jimmy, Morty is a nice guy. If the bridge was washed out, he'd tell you. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah. All right, we got 20 people watching. Thanks, everyone. So I'm not planning. I have no plans to go to a bridge and, do any jumping. I don't know why JB was so angry at me. He's welcome to come on any time, or, he can reply to my Instagram a message and pick a day and time if he wants to talk about anything. But it's not an interview. I don't know why it's been presented by somebody as an interview. Also, there's another thing. That nutcase, the guy who recently flipped out down by Dallas, 80 Never Calling, who said I took 7 weeks off and he expected me to come back having spent 7 weeks preparing, editing, presenting, producing clips, coming back with a whole stockpile of clips. And when I came back, it didn't have an entire stockpile of new clips. He got all bent out of shape about that. So JB was talking about, you take off for 4 weeks and you come back and you don't have those clips. He sounds kind of like Mickey from Rocky 1, the trainer, Rocky. What did he say to Rocky? He says, you're washed up because you ain't hungry. When I met you kid, you was hungry, and you ain't got it no more. They was all good fighters, but they were set up. You telling me they were set-ups? I'm telling you they were set-ups. Burgess Meredith should have won an Oscar for that. Rocky one, he was just beautiful, beautiful homework. Okay, let's get back here. Rufus, yes, this is a beautiful country, Morty. Stop with the disparaging words. Hey, read the New York Post every day. See what's going on in the country. That's all I can tell you. Okay. No, I've never been to Eastern Washington. It's a very different part. Eastern Oregon and Washington are very dry, a lot of farmland, farming areas out there, very small cities and small towns, very conservative. Western Washington State and Oregon are all demented liberals, destroying the state. Everyone's a lesbian, including myself, Breitling, I think some less populated areas of the U.S. are still nice places to live. Oh, no question about it. 100%. Large cities have just become opportunities for crime and people to disappear among the population. Yeah, it's, yeah. I got hiccups now from all the scotch I was drinking. McLobster, a large number of bridges in the U.S. are in disrepair. We need to spend some money on our infrastructure. China is clowning us. Well, yeah, that is correct. Crybaby, if you were to interview JB, what are some questions that you would ask? There's no interview. I've never, ever indicated that I was going to or wanted to or had any thought of interviewing him. If you wanted to come on and just talk about stuff, I said, you can come on anytime you want, So I just sent him a message on Instagram. Yeah. There's no interview. Even when I did that highly acclaimed show with Original OC years back, it wasn't an interview, it was just a conversation, which was a big hit, it turned out, Rufus, lived all over this country. There are beautiful places with beautiful people everywhere. Well, that's absolutely true. And likewise, all right, let's keep it positive. Kennedy, yeah, correct. Well, that tells you about liberals in Massachusetts. The guy murdered that woman, and they voted him back for Senate. Drunk driving, manslaughter, murder, And the idiot liberals in Massachusetts, they reelected him to Senate again. It tells you about the liberal mind. You can kill somebody and you still get reelected. It's yeah. What was this? GD? Right, okay. I'm not interrogating JB. If you want to come on and talk about stuff, fine. If not, that's all right. Oh, here's talking about lunatics from Texas. I don't mean lunatics, I mean nutcases. Ed, you never call. The host's negativity is immeasurable. Oh, yeah? The infection is so deep, all the antibiotics in the world can't cure it. How the hell is that really AD? Because he's banned. So I don't know if that's really AD, who hates me so much he can't wait to be on this channel on an alias account. Let me see if that's really him. That is him. I thought I banned him. I'm sure I did. But he showed up. AD. Yeah, talk about negativity. Even Mr. Zoso said, you killed Crappy, you murdered him. Boy, did you see your reaction when he said that, when he nailed you with that? Well, I didn't kill him, but... Well, there'll be more coming on that. Wait for the clips. Wait for the clip show. Unbelievable. So should I ban AD? Because here he is, but maybe I'll get to it, okay. Daniel Quack, Morty made OC seem human. Right. Yeah, right, okay. Let me go back to that idiotic comment from the nutcase. Where was it? Where is he? I just had it. Did he remove it? Oh, here he is. The host negativity is immeasurable. Yeah, right, okay. The infection is so deep, all the antibiotics. Okay, Mr. Lonely, that's my name for AD. He'll do anything. He'll do anything, to just be accepted by some group of people. He'll do whatever it takes to be accepted. Yeah, incredible. Is Boulder, Colorado, considered upper class? I don't know. Its reputation is as a beautiful city, beautiful small city, but I don't know if it's considered upper class. Is Morty the surprise guest tomorrow? Yeah, well, whatever. Crybaby, you may have to refer to it as an interview Instead of a conversation, to assuage JB's ego. Assuage, that's a dictionary word. Hold on, let me get the Chicago Dictionary here. Okay, so yeah, Boulder, yeah. The tech bros have invaded. Who's crappy, right? I'll self-ban with play. Do whatever you want, AD. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Thanks, McLobster. I knew that place from the John Benet Ramsey. Aw, AD, pull up a chair. Pull up your $25,000 lawnmower. That must be a comfortable lawnmower. A comfortable seat on that lawnmower. Pull up a lawnmower and have a Kool-Aid. Oh, I'm sorry, not a Kool-Aid. Yeah, Kool-Aid, right. Jesus, right. Ass swage, right. All right, so did we cover the main deal? JB, right. So go to JB's channel. Check out his short video all about hating Morty. And if he contacts me back, to set up a day and time, we can do that. If not, yeah, whatever. But I, along with many of the viewers, I just don't know why he's picking on me. I have my little channel here. I get 5 viewers a night, or according to Curly, 2 people watch the show. And like I titled one of my shows a week or 2 ago, Morty's Diner, the show that nobody watches but everybody talks about, which I think is pretty accurate, But yeah. But anyway, JB said he's what was that phrase gangsters in the hood use? He's going to put a cap in it. He's going to put a cap in people now. It was something like that. He's got a Glock. And he's going to put a cap in somebody. Wow. Hey, I got an equalizer, baby. So look out for beware the man with one equalizer, as the saying goes. That goes back to the Old West. Yeah. Saggy. Yeah, wow. So, yeah, I'd like to know about JB with my pooping in my pants and my diapers and jumping off a bridge and what brought up this hate video about me, and yeah, it's whatever. Well, we'll see if that works out. What else? I made an egg sandwich for dinner tonight. I just took 2 eggs. I scrambled up 2 eggs on toast, and it was a nice change of pace, and it was nice. I rarely have eggs for dinner, and I've got my finishing up the scotch. Maybe I've had enough, but very nice. Yeah, I like Johnny Walker Black. If I go out and socialize, that's probably what I'll get, or a margarita. But I'm not a big drinker. I like Bushmills mixed with a Coke, or I guess a Diet Coke or a Coke. Yeah, I guess Bushmills with a Coke Zero. Really, really nice. So those are my 3. If I'm out, I'll get a margarita, a Bushmills with Coke, or a Johnny Walker Black on the rocks. Rarely I'll get a beer, And so yeah, I really, and if people are having wine, yeah, I'll have wine. But yeah. McLobster, Equalizer with Denzel is a well done popcorn. Oh yeah, cornball. I'm corny. I'm a cornball. I thought he was going to call me Corn Pop, like Joe Biden's nemesis there in Delaware. Yeah, Corn Pop was a bad dude. Remember that story about Corn Pop? Corny motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, I'm not into Denzel Washington movies. I know he's acclaimed as a phenomenal actor and a huge Hollywood star, but I've seen a bunch of his films. I just, to me, it's just, it's just my opinion on him. Nice guy. I'm sure he's a great guy, but why not? But I think every performance is the same. Whether he's a pilot or a cop or a submarine captain or whatever he's doing, I think he's the same in every movie. Whatever, so is Chuck Norris, but Chuck Norris was Chuck Norris. Denzel's certainly a finer actor than Chuck Norris. But the thing about Chuck Norris was he's like Tom Selleck. He's a likable guy. People like him, so they don't watch him for the acting, They watch him because they like him. They makes them feel comfortable at home, watching the TV show and, whatever. Wow. Okay. So we got that part covered. I don't really have anything else to talk. I'll put up the invite link if anybody wants to come on and talk with Morty for a while. But here on my show, which only gets 2 people, or, you know, now it's up to 5 people per show. And talk about being authentic. That was another one of JB's points. Being authentic, man. Hey, let me tell you, folks, I'm as authentic as it gets. Okay? There ain't more... Well, there are people who are authentic out there, and there are some people who are just fake as fuck, but it doesn't get... You don't get much more authentic than me, you know? But, you know, whatever. There's the link. Did I pin that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Very good. Speaking of my equalizer, I'm going to have to sell that tomorrow because I have no way to pay the bills for the remainder of the month. So that'll get me about $400 because I have a really fine holster with that and 2 extra mags. So if I'm at the best, I'll get $400. And that'll immediately be gone when I pay some bills. So, live stuff here in Los Angeles. I mean Seattle. I mean Portland. Whew. Invite link is up. We got the whale. We don't have the whale music. The other shows are now playing. I can't say my whale music, but they're playing the whale music. There's some of those YouTube channel hosts. They're doing imitations of Morty now. Morty's Diner. I guess that's flattery. You know. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I guess there's something to that. Maybe. You know. It can also be said, well, I'll just leave it at that. Let's change that music. What else do we have here? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, that Middle Eastern. This is good. Hurricane liked this music. Yeah, that's good music. I like that. All right, 25 viewers. Hey, thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate the viewer support. Let me lower that just a little bit. There we go. Jimmy, Morty, count your blessings. Seems you escaped being told to suck a cock. Oh yeah, well that's go suck a cock. That's one of JB's things. Maybe that's what made him angry at me, because I mentioned that he says I've heard him say many times when he's screaming, when he's angry at somebody, I'll stick my cock in your mouth. Or I'm going to stick my cock in your face, which I thought was pretty strange thing to say. But it's been co-opted by the other channels. It's not Morty's music anymore. Well, I can always put it back, but we'll do some Middle Eastern background music tonight. Yeah. Who the fuck is this? This can't be that real... How is this happening? These people are all banned. Watch Nicholas. The thing about Watch Nicholas, he's got so many fucking channels. Look at this. It's the real Watch Nicholas. The guy who only paid me $1 a show. Watch Nicholas. JB just wants uncle's love. Well, there is, there's a lot to that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. As he says, Curly, you know I respect you. That's what he said. But that's between those two guys. Yeah. How the hell did he go on now? I thought he was banned. Fuck. I'll do that after the show. I'll just get back and check the ban list. Daniel Quack. JB never followed up on those JB never followed up those statements with no... He called me a faggot also. I'm a lesbian, not a faggot. Okay. Watch Nicholas. When is the next Breitling video fixating on Timmy OC? I don't know. Send him an email and ask him. Nicholas is watching my show. Unbelievable. Life is that bad, Nick? Watching Morty's Diner? I think the Watch Nicholas comment was spot on. Well, he made 2 comments. JB just wants Uncle's love. Yeah, as I mentioned, there's definitely something to that. This comment, contact Breitling. Ask him. Yeah, damn right. When I ended the show last night, just as I was ending it, I saw you posted the last comment in the chat that you watched that movie, Big Stan, and you said it was okay. Yeah, I recommend that movie to, well, almost anybody out there. Big Stan with Rob Schneider, who is the only movie I've ever seen of him. I don't even know why I watched it a half a year or a year ago. I just said, well, because I really didn't know anything about Rob Schneider. So I just said, well, okay, I'll check it out. And I laughed my ass off during that movie so much I couldn't believe it. It's just juvenile sex jokes, basically, you know. But it's really, really funny. And David Carradine was really, really good. I don't know if that was his last film, but he was really good in that also. I really liked the movie. As stupid and tasteless as it's tasteless sex joke humor, but it was very funny. And Big Stan with Rob Schneider. The only 2 films that I can think of in the last 40 years that I would say were funny were Big Stan and Weekend at Bernie's 2. And I'm quite serious. I am deadly serious. Those are the only 2 films that I've seen that actually, you know, made me laugh. I thought were funny. You know? But that's just my opinion. Has Tan opened the floodgates? To what? Tan's not involved in any of this stuff. Jimmy, we miss Morty's sponsorship of weed and beer runs on the Scooter channel. Yeah, well, that was great stuff. I gave him about $150 to buy weed and beer over a couple shows, 2-3 shows, which he said each time, oh, I'll love you forever for this. And then it didn't take him long to go total Jew-hating, anti-Semite comments and vile, vicious content on Morty. Yeah, I see. Nick is the guy who, well, we're not here to talk about Nick tonight. Love me. That was that scene in Seinfeld where he was wearing the fur coat and carrying the European purse. It's not a purse, it's a European carry-all. And the landlord, I think, was saying to him, oh, Jerry, love me, kiss me, worship me, kiss me, hug me. Whatever. That's Patrick, by the way. Yeah. It made me laugh quite a bit. I'm glad to hear that, Al, because it's crude humor, but it was very funny. And I didn't even know what the movie was about, but it's very funny. Okay, glad to hear that. Weekend at Biden's wasn't that great. Well, he didn't even know he was there. That's Weekend at Biden's. Yeah. A story came out today, of course, which I knew. Well, people in the know, they knew. During the Biden presidency, for the last 2 years, everything was done by Obama, Senator Elizabeth Warren, and Nancy Pelosi. They did everything. Biden didn't even know what day it was or who he was anymore. He just sat there pooping in his diapers and eating oatmeal. This is a fact, okay? And this has all come out now. And Elizabeth Warren was involved in the signing of 200 auto-penned documents. I'll repeat that. Elizabeth Warren was revealed to have been the person behind using the auto pen on 200, quote, Joe Biden signed documents. If this isn't treason, well, we know they're treasonous, you know. It's just, when are they going to do something about these people? I wish I were Attorney General. Man, I wish. Fuck. These people would all be in Leavenworth. What did they used to call that? Hard labor? You know, using those sledgehammers, breaking rocks. Nancy Pelosi and Barry and, Schumer and, oh man, Gavin Newsom and the whole bunch, you know. Jimmy, I like this Indian instrumental version of Staying Alive. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Staying alive, staying alive. So, yeah, I did write a Newsy song. I haven't put it to music yet, but that'll be coming up at some point. Yeah. Uzi is accepted by all the other channels, but even though he's an absolute, people. I heard I won't even talk about it tonight. We'll keep it all positive. Yeah. All right. The invite link is up if anyone wants to come on, and it's just about 10:30. So I can't believe AD Never Calling and Watch Nicholas got on the chat. I was positive I banned them, unless those are different channels. I don't know. But isn't it interesting? They came by, they were lurking, and they just couldn't. They were lurking, and they couldn't resist popping in on the chat. They just couldn't restrain themselves. Wow, amazing. Yeah, Nicholas has done some terrible things. To me, yeah. And other people too, but I'm only referring to myself. Yeah. After I treated him so nicely. I treated him more decently and nicer than almost anybody else on YouTube ever treated him. That's a fact. But, live and learn. Well, I knew what was going to happen, but I just took a chance. Oh, I just looked on... what channel is this? This is the Bateman channel. He's on right now. And AD Never Calling, Mr. Lonely. He's over there with the insults. Let's see what he says here. Let's catch up on just sad people. Just take a look and wrap up the show pretty soon. Here it is. Look again. This is AD. The bottom line about the old crusty slob is that from the beginning to end, his channel, he's 100% negative. The negativity channel, it's worn him out. He's beaten down, downtrodden. Well, yeah, but I'm not a nutcase. I never gave Archie Luxury $30,000 in super chats and donations. But I'm not a nutcase. All right. Again, he continues. Purveyor of hate. He's Curly's new friend, but I'm the purveyor of hate. This is amazing. Purveyor of hate and negative till the end. Who wants to be around that? Time to bless him and move on. Well, I thought he blessed me at my funeral when he killed me, when he murdered me. But, yeah. But it didn't take. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, sad guy. Yeah, he's loaded with the money, but he's nuts. Total nutcase. All right. Hidden Collector. Morty has been promising clips of AD Never Calling. I doubt we'll see them. No, they're in the works, Hidden Collector. I mean, you're on the other channel, but they're in the works. Yep. Oh, there's Uzi, M16. Morty probably didn't catch wind of the Bateman bug zapper. He thinks he's got it. No, I know Bateman was on. Yeah. I saw him on, but he was on for like 2 hours, and I wanted to do the show tonight, It's only on for a little bit, and I'll be off soon. Hidden Collector. He'll play some clips. This is AD. He'll play some clips. All shtick from the last 10 years going round and round. He apparently thinks it's real and takes it as literal. Well, when you're giving somebody who, $30,000 in super chats, that's as real as it gets, baby. All right, let's continue on here. All right. Oh, yeah, Jax has a show tonight. Jax will be on in about 2 hours, yeah. Let's see here. Is this a threat from Uzi? Morty gonna catch these hands, bro. I'm being threatened by the machine gun owning 5'2" racist. Wow. Wow, okay, enough of that. Yeah. That's the Bateman channel. Alright, let's get back in. So, StreamYard. Where are we? Right, okay. Okay, let me catch up here. Brightling, if you don't believe in true good and evil, the government should give it a second thought. If you don't believe in true good and evil, the government should give it a second thought. Daniel Quack. The thing is, everyone talks crap about everyone eventually. It's not always noticed until it's about you. McLobster. Morty, would you prefer a uniparty system? What if they went Christian national and sent all the chosen packing? Now, what does that comment mean? You want to come on and discuss that comment, McLobster? Here's the link. Hop on if you like. Would you a uniparty system? What if they went? Right. Okay. You see how the hate... Well, I'm not going to get into that. That's another show topic. Yeah. Oh, he didn't kill Morty. He killed Crappy. That's correct. That's correct. Then he lied about it for a year. Why? Because he's a nutcase. Right. Well, it was half a year to a year. I don't remember the exact dates or time. Yeah. But he denied it vehemently. Oh, what are you talking about? I was out mowing my lawn and I heard I had the YouTube on inside the house and I was listening while I was mowing the lawn and I heard Crappy was dead, so I went running in the house to listen to listen to the audio. What? Dead? But he created the entire story. It's amazing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but there'll be stuff coming up. But the clips, they're in process. Yeah, that's the truth. Hopefully, I would say within a week, and I don't want to put a deadline on myself, but it's very, very depressing work to go through the old shows, looking and listening to that material to find the clips to edit out. It's very, very depressing, disheartening, and it's just ultimate negative behavior. So it's difficult for me to sit down and do that. Hey, we have a guest. Let's lower that music a little bit there. Let's bring on a guest. Hold on. In other words, your rhetoric endorses locking up and disposing of the opposition party. Well, when they're traitors, when they violate the laws of America and the Constitution, that's what's supposed to be done. You have a problem with that? Okay. Let's bring on a guest. Hello, Rufus.
Hey, Morty, what's going on?
How's it going, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Why is JB going after you all like that? I don't understand.
I don't know. He said you know, but I really don't know. I think it's because I imitated Marcella with the high-pitched voice. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, doesn't everybody do that?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know why he picked on me, but hey, if he wants to come on anytime and talk about it, no problem. I've talked to him many times, but I'll just hold, any comments until we get to talk, if that happens, yeah. And hello, Mental Jock. How are you? Yeah, just talking, Mental Jock. It's beyond me why JB did the video about me. Literally, I have no idea. I can think it's because he didn't like me imitating Marcella with the I don't know. So
yeah, I think it was the probably the bird noises that did him in.
The cockatoo noises.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, that's what he sounds like. You ever hear him laugh?
Yeah, Morty, my man. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Yeah, we got unbelievable.
So how you been, Morty?
Yeah, Rufus, what brand of kitchen knife did you go to the Culinary Academy? What did you use?
I forget the exact brand. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, see you, Uzi. Nice try. Yeah. See how pathetic he is, this guy Uzi? Absolutely pathetic. That was Uzi. This is the guy who says repeatedly, dozens of times, I never go on Morty's show. I never watch Morty's show. I unsubscribe from Morty's show. I won't send him a fucking dollar. He can go fuck himself, but he watches my show every night, and he uses alias accounts to try and get on backstage. Wait till you see the clips I put together on Newsy collage. Wait till you see that. That'll open up some eyes. But maybe it won't, because many people out there just, they accept foul, sick, twisted, racist sick, twisted, demented behavior, Yeah, it's the Grand Wizard tow truck driver, right? Probably on his way to the gas station. Well, see, it's 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast, so yeah, he's probably heading over to the gas station to get a burrito and a super gulp Pepsi. Incredible. He went through all that work, make up a fake screen alias, change his voice, get on the show. For what? He's an idiot. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Yeah. We all imitate each other. Yeah. All right. I wonder how many. Yeah, whatever. Okay. A lozenge for Rufus. Exactly right. Yeah. Yep, you got it. Yeah, that was the racist. That was Uzi. Yeah. Hey, McLobster, 199 super chat. Show sponsor. You're the only super chatter for the night here on this two-channel viewing show. Two-channel viewers. $1.99 super chat. Uzi has way more range than Denzel. What have you been smoking tonight, McLobster? Thank you for the $1.99 channel support. Channel sponsor. Thank you. Look at all these losers on a Sunday night. You got Uzi lurking out there, dying to get on he tries to get on the show every night. Every night he comes backstage, posts the most racist, vile shit, which will all be revealed, and watch Nicholas, in one of his beer, what's that called? Beer binges. He came on the panel, on the chat, talking, AD Never Calling, who hates my guts. He came on in the chat, they can't resist. Unbelievable. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah. Crybaby, Morty needs to develop a better ear for a Pittsburgh accent. Okay. Yeah, he's dying to talk to me. This guy's dying to be on the show and talk to Morty, but he misses me. That's absolutely right, Rufus. If this is the real Rufus now, you see. All these people miss me, but yeah, it's true. I don't know if that's the real Rufus, because he's not showing up on YouTube. So that might be Uzi using a Rufus alias. Anything's possible. I think that's the real Rufus. Well, who knows? Yeah, it probably is. I think it is. Okay, let's continue on. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that is the real Rufus. Okay. Back to StreamYard. Okay. This time, yeah, correct. That is correct. All right, let's get the music back. Where was that? So now he's probably over back on the Bateman channel with his hand on his on his dick, laughing. Oh, I got onto Morty's show. Unbelievable. All right, McLobster. Uzi has had to resort to hanging out with Marcello to get some Hebrew camaraderie. Yeah. Incredible. 25 viewers, and the only person who hops on is that dipshit, midget, Rufus. The Rufus fake. The fake Rufus. Uzi. Incredible. Yeah. Pavel, how you doing? Channel member. Hey Uzi bought a $2,000 Japanese conifer today. He was discussing it with Cello. Good. Good for him. No, that was Uzi. That was the masturbator himself, Uzi. Yeah. Sad people. Very sad, sad, sad people. All right, I'll post the invite link one more time. I'm going to wrap it up in 5 or 10 minutes, otherwise. I've covered the basic topics for tonight. If you want to get your evenings, well, I won't even say it. Why say it? Is Uzi practicing bonsai gardening now? Maybe he's changed. No, he doesn't change. He just gets worse. It's progressive. It's a progressive condition. It just gets worse. Daniel Quack, 199 super sticker. Thank you so much, Daniel, for a sign of support for Morty's Diner channel. Thank you very much. People can also become a member. There's no benefits except for keeping Morty alive and breathing, keeping the channel alive and breathing. There's no special benefits of membership like free drinkware, free cookware, t-shirts, baseball caps. It's just supporting the channel to keep it alive, keep it on the YouTube. Yeah, Max. Yeah, that'll be coming soon enough. Yeah, but tonight I had a good amount of Johnny Walker Black on the rocks. I did that instead. Boy, did you hear the Doc's report show today? He is really into I'm going to destroy my life if I smoke a joint. I'm becoming a stoner. That's what he said. I'm going to be a stoner, live the stoner lifestyle. Wow. So, yeah, check out the Doc's Report show from earlier today. I mean, he's really picking on people who smoke dope, Wow. Everyone's a burned out, Kensington Avenue, Philadelphia, fentanyl case because they smoke a joint once a year or something. Yeah, I don't know. Incredible. Wow. So, Elle, if you're still there, did you ever see Weekend at Bernie's 2? That's from the 80s or 90s. It's really funny, I thought. Yeah. I'm sure you can find it easily. Weekend at Bernie's 2. It was funnier than Weekend at Bernie's 1, I thought. And I remember I saw it in the movie theater. It was a lot of laughing out loud. It was really funny. Or maybe I was just in a really good mood. I don't know. Amazing. Oh, I just got a PayPal. Just got a PayPal from an anonymous viewer. I won't say the name. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Guy Gadouin. Is the JB? It's not an interview. The word interview was never ever mentioned by myself, never, or JB. It was just if he wants to come on and chat to talk about stuff. It's not an interview. Yeah, I mean, he can come on anytime. I sent him an Instagram message at the beginning of the show, and if you go back and watch the beginning, you'll hear how I did that. And you know, if he wants to come on, he can hop on anytime or set up a day and time, whatever his pleasure. Well, holy shit, I just got another email. Let me check this. It's another PayPal. Hey, thank you very much. I won't say who this is from. They want to be anonymous. That's fine. Oh, very, very generous. Thank you very much. Oh, that's so appreciated. Yeah, I can call you. I got you. All right, you gave me your number. I can call you. We can talk on the phone privately. For that amount of super chat? I mean, of PayPal? You bet. We can talk. Just let me know when, and we'll do a phone call. Wow. Very, very generous. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can donate anonymously to the Morty's Diner. Cash App is 100% anonymous. Ko-Fi can also be anonymous. Just make up any username, you know. What the fuck? Just make it up. Who gives a fuck, you know. Yeah. Super Chat, that's anonymous. You know, no one knows who you are. Despite, you know, whatever. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, Uzi is puffing his chest up and waving his feathers. He says on Bateman's show, he says, Morty has been derailed. I took him down for you, Bateman. This is your time slot. Wow, that's his big accomplishment for the night. That deserves another trip to the gas station. Wow, incredible. Unbelievable. Yeah, the Shirttail. I mean, that was a real surprise. He said, I'm so old and fucked up that I shit in my pants and I wear a diaper and I have my shirt tail tucked into... you'd have to go back to JB's channel to get it precisely. I don't have the exact wording, but he said, I have my shirt tail is tucked into the diaper, and when I shit in my pants and the shirt tail pops out of my pants, it's covered in my own shit. It was something like that. But I have to say, in 16 years of this subversive stuff that I've been watching, that's the first shit-coated shirt-tail comment I've ever heard. Also, shoving a can of sardines up your ass, that was another first. Was it shove a sardine can up your ass? That was it, yeah. Not really a favorite part of the rant. It was like, what's with him? You know, he says, oh, you know, Morty, you know. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe he's projecting a strange... well, you know, a lot of projection in these chats, you know. Yeah, well, I mean, you asked, so I gave you the answer. But just check out his video, if it's still up. I'm sure it's still up, you know. I don't know. Take a look at JB channel. Yeah. JB_JB. That's how you find it. Yeah. So should I don't know how that happened. AD Never Calling and Watch Nicholas got into the chat. I was sure I banned them. Maybe it was a different screen name channels they have. Should I go back and reban Watch Nicholas and AD Never Calling? What do you think, viewers? Should I reban them or just leave it? Because they watch my show every night. I mean, they always watch the show. Especially AD Never Calling. You know why? Because it's a case of unrequited love. He can't get me out of his mind. What was that Kylie Minogue song that she did? Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Yeah, that's the AD situation with Morty. Can't get Morty out of my mind. Can't get Morty out of my mind. Unbelievable. I don't remember who did that song. That was a remake, I think. The Can't Get You Out of My Mind song. But, yeah. But it is, it's a case of, I don't mean in a sexual gay bathhouse sense like in Chicago, but, yeah, it's a case of unrequited love. He's a spurned lover. Because, you know, it's all his fault. I didn't do anything. It's all his fault. All this issue of the last several weeks. And that's all it is. It's all his fault, but, you know, incredible. But, you know, he found a new home there with the Chicago haters, you know, the Chicago Hate Channel Network. The CHN, Chicago Hate Network. He's at home there. So it's called HVN, Hate and Viscountness Network. No, it's too complicated to think with all this whiskey. It's the VMTV. He's found his new home at VMTV, Viscountness Misogyny TV. That's his new home. VMTV, which is really the same as BMTV, you know, but Viscountness Misogyny TV. That's his new home. The Chicago Hate Network. Yep. Guy Gadbois. JB is my favorite character. Well, good. Very good. Yeah. You know what? Guy Gadbois, you're a cornball. You're just a fucking cornball. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know. You're a cornball. Yeah, well, whatever. Well, JB, when he comes on, if he does, well, you know, we'll talk about that stuff. But which reminds me, when I was a kid, Kellogg's Corn Pops, that was a really popular cereal. Everybody had Rice Krispies. I was never into Wheaties. You know, I never was a big Wheaties guy. But I remember Apple Jacks, Kellogg's Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops. Every kid had. You know. Kellogg's Corn Pops, Life cereal, Wheat Chex, Cocoa Krispies. That was a good one. That was Rice Krispies. Then there was Cocoa Krispies. I really like that. This is way, way, way back. I don't know if they still sell these you know, varieties of cereals, but Cocoa Krispies was I like that. Captain Crunch. I remember that. That was a big one. That might still be sold. I don't know. I would like to see the ingredients label from Captain Crunch 30, 40, 50 years ago compared to today. I can't imagine what's how they've substituted the real ingredients for chemicals and stuff. Corn Bob is a bad dude, according to Dementia Joe. That's what he said. Corn Bob was a bad dude. All right. Toucan Sam, that was Fruit Loops. That's right. Yeah. Fruit Loops was good, you know. For a 5-year-old kid, 10-year-old kid. Of course, it's just fucking poison. Artificial colors and sugar. Processed flour, but it's colorful, you know. Tony the Tiger for Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. That was probably the number one for kids. Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger. TV commercials round the clock for that, I remember. Yeah. Oh, there are all kinds of kids' cereals we all had back then. Yeah. I don't remember the names of them. Tons of them. Yeah. Sugar Pops? That was another one. Sugar Pops. That was a good one. That was like puffed rice, but coated in sugar, I think. Sugar Pops? I don't remember. Different than Corn Pops. I think sugar. Let me look that up. Sugar Pops. Was that a cereal? Corn Pops. Okay. From the Kellogg Company from 1950. Sugar Pops. Yeah. Kellogg's Sugar Pops. That was another cereal. Yeah. Oh, there's cereal websites. Voting for your favorite cereal. Yeah. Sugar Pops. Yeah, that's a whole show. Old cereals they don't sell that they don't have anymore. I like sugar. Yeah, I like a lot of those old cereals. That would be a good show. Old breakfast cereals. Why don't you get that? Why don't you take a box of Kellogg's Sugar Pops and shove it up your ass? There you go. But you hoop it. Hoop that box of Sugar Pops up your butt. Well, hooping means shove it up your butt, but prison talk. Like Wes Watson. He hooped everything up his butt. Unbelievable. Oh, man. All right, it's 1 hour and 25 minutes, so 5 minutes, wrap it up at an even hour and a half. So 4.5 or whatever minutes, and we'll close out the show. If you want to continue the evening dosages of hate, Bateman's channel might still be on with the haters. So you can always go over to the Bateman Show. Uzi's still talking about me over at the Bateman channel. I live in these people's heads. I mean, Morty just lives in these people's heads 24/7. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sad bunch of losers. Right, baby Saggy Skin. According to Dementia Joe, Captain Crunch and Count Chocula are also bad dudes. Yeah. Count Chocula was and let me tell you, and Count Chocula was a bad dude. Yeah, it's Bateman NZ for New Zealand. Bateman NZ, something like that. You can find. Let me look it up. It's Bateman _NZ. There it is. That's his channel. Part of the. Well, I won't say anything. McLobster, if you stay at a crappy hotel, they'll still have those mini boxes on the buffet next to the powdered eggs. You're absolutely right. If you go to like a Comfort Inn, Ramada Inn, and they have those continental breakfasts, they have those little mini boxes of cereal. Usually, well, the basic cereals, Raisin Bran, probably Corn Pops, you know. I don't even know, but the usual ones, you know. Yeah, you know. Jimmy, everyone is stabbing Archie in the back now, Gee. Oh, you mean on the Bateman channel? Really? Well, you know, it's part of the CHN. I mean, clearly, you know, so. Yeah, all right. 2 more minutes, we'll close out the show. I wish I had some potato chips. I don't have any potato chips or anything to snack on. I don't even have parsnips or a carrot. Don't have any cottage cheese, crackers. I could use some Ritz crackers right now, made with high fructose corn syrup. McLobster, that was a good episode of Andrew Huberman this weekend, and they discussed how hate and viscountness is the only emotion that has no ceiling. Wow, don't even know what you're talking about there. No more shake, shake, shakes, Jimmy. Wasn't that a song by that guy, you know, Shake, Shake, Shake? What was the name of that song? You know, the disco guy. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. What was his name? You know, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Yeah, Shake, 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 1976. Shake your booty. That's it. Everyone is stealing Archie's long gone leads. Yeah, it's funny. I'm the one who's stealing leads. I don't, I have less subscribers than I did months ago. I have lower numbers than I did half a year ago. So all these things they say is, who gives a fuck? Just make it up. Who gives a shit? I don't have any. I haven't stolen any leads. I'm not the lead stealer. They're the lead stealers. Yeah. Right. No, I did. I had Johnny Walker Black tonight on the Rocks. I decided to do that. And KFC and the Sunshine Band. Very good. Right, very good. Gigadwa. Hi, Baba. Oh, are you saying? I know what you're saying. I get it, Gigadwa. I get it. Yeah, these people, they just spew hatred against Morty on the other channels, but they all come here to watch the show and lurk. And even use aliases to, be in the chat. I mean, it's incredible. Oh, yeah, I bought it yesterday at the pot shop. And that's another thing. I didn't go to a department store to buy cookware. What are you talking about? Well, when JB comes on, if he does, I can talk about my approach to yesterday's show. No, just contact the Vatican. I saw a website. They do a Vatican. You can get, not from the Vatican, but there are websites now for online exorcisms. I'm not making this up. Online exorcisms. All different websites for that. Check it out. Where did Crybaby go? Where's his last comment? Is he still here? Oh, there he is, yeah. Yeah. By the way, I heard some people who were criticizing my show, out of envy and jealousy, saying I did shows about ketchup content. I don't remember doing a ketchup show. I'm not saying it's not a good topic for a show, but I don't remember doing a ketchup show. But people are saying I did ketchup content, ketchup talk. I don't think so. It's possible. Got over 2,000 shows, but I don't remember a ketchup show. I remember a mustard show and mayonnaise talk, but I don't remember any ketchup talk. Well, the only sardine content tonight was JB telling me to shove the can of sardines up my ass. Or shove a sardine can up my ass. I think that's the way he put it, yeah. Well, either way, same thing. JB better be going at Unk. with the same energy he had for more. Well, he's into Unk. He says, he respects Unk. That's what he said. Unk. Can't believe people call him that. Chicago guy. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Regina talk. Yeah. Regina might be part of the United States. The way things are going up there in Saskatchewan and Alberta. Pretty intense stuff up there. Or they'll become independent republics, and we'll have great relations with Republic of Alberta. That'd be phenomenal. But, as people have mentioned, not only to me, but, on the shows, it never ends. The hate, the name-calling, the backstabbing, the shoving things up your anuses, it never ends. It just never stops. It never ends. Every week, it's new names, new characters, new ass hooping, new ass stuffing, new accusations, new screaming and yelling. And of course, it's always the same people, too, But, yeah, incredible. I might go to the gas station right now. How come no one's making a Daniel Quack rap song? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll get in my tow truck and head over to the gas station. Get a prepackaged burrito in the refrigerated section, and a 72-ounce big gulp of Mountain Dew. Well, it's gotta hurt. Yeah. There are people who do that, You ever work in a hospital, or you hear these stories about people who come into the emergency rooms, but the amount of the variety of things that people shove up their butt. Light bulbs. I mean, this is true. Cans of soup, chunky soup cans. Light bulbs is a common one, or common enough. I mean, people shove a light bulb up their butt. All kinds of fruit and produce. All kinds of toys, adult toys. Bottles, beer bottles, cans, glass bottles, Incredible. Are there new members to the long list of those people? Well, I don't know. I haven't created a list of, quote, those people. Daniel Clark. Turns out the hamsters, well, damn right. The hamsters, well, yeah. Hamsters, gerbils, right? It is true. I've seen it all. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, El, but it is true. Yeah. What's going on at the lunatic asylum? Well, check out the other channel. It's on now. The Bateman Show. He's got an all-star lineup there, Remember the Jackass skit with the... I never watched that show. I think I watched like 5 minutes of it once, but I never watched it after. So I really don't know anything about the Jackass show. Uzi is at the gas station filling his gas can. Burning crosses don't light themselves. Well, good point. Very, very good point. Yeah. Incredible. All right, 17 viewers. I think this is it. I can stay on a little bit more if anybody is interested, but I think we've got it covered. So I'll wrap up the show now. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched this evening's show. Dunn shoved the toy car up his ass, then went to get extra. Who's Dunn? What's this? Produce, not produce. Incredible. Well, no. Produce is a verb, to produce something. Produce is a noun, like fruit and vegetables. Produce. You know this, right? You must know this, campers. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that. All right. So that'll end today's show. Thank you all very much for watching. Thanks to tonight's support donors, GD and McLobster and Daniel Quack. Thank you, guys. And I'm going to hang around after the show for a couple minutes. If anybody would like to talk to Morty backstage off of the show, off of the live stream. So let's go ahead and try that. Here's the link, because that was asked of me once by somebody in the chat right now. So there's the link. If anybody wants to hang on after the show, you can just click that link and I'll be backstage. Otherwise, good night, everyone. So that's it. See ya.